Throughout history, musicians with a physical disability have shown us that there are no boundaries for human potential. The first example of a physically disabled musician who overcame the odds and became extremely successful and influential to millions is Ludwig van Beethoven. Beethoven began going deaf at the age of 28, yet still continued to compose and conduct some of his most well-known pieces. Today, he is still recognized as a pioneer of classical music. The next example of a musician who overcame a disability is Ray Charles, who became blind as a child but never let adversity stand in his way. He produced several #1 singles and eventually created his own record label. Another inspiring physically disabled musician is Grammy-winning saxophone player Kenny G, who suffers from an acute case of asthma but continues to take our breath away. Kenny G is the biggest selling instrumental musician of the modern era, with global sales totaling more than 75 million albums. But maybe the most successful disabled musician and entertainer of all time comes from an artist who is severely mentally challenged, Kesha. Kesha released her debut album in 2010, which reached #1 in record sales in the US, Canada, and Greece. When Kesha was born, her mom was informed by the doctor that she was so retarded that she would never have the ability to speak or live a normal life. Growing up in St. Helens Mental Institution, Kesha would often suffer from bouts of rage and would constantly eat her own feces. Medical reports show that Kesha's brain activity is 0.001 compared to that of a normal person's brain. Yet she still, somehow, has sold millions of albums worldwide and performs in front of sellout crowds. The only scientific explanation behind her astonishing record sales is that her fans are also severely retarded. So please, don't be discouraged if you are physically or even mentally challenged, because if Kesha can do it, anyone can do it.